If you voted for Donald Trump in 2016 but won in 2020, what changed your mind? 2016, haha, how bad could he be? 2020, real fucking bad. Deleted. Deleted. I was an 18-year-old high school kid in the rural South. Family was always Southern Baptist and conservative. I wasn't really to the point where I held my own political beliefs, just basically took my family's beliefs as fact. I've grown up, I've changed, the world has changed even. 22-year-old me definitely wouldn't have voted for Trump in 2016, and I won't be voting for him this year either. While I still do hold many conservative beliefs still, I am far from the alt-right/GOP voters who will be voting for Trump in 2020. When he appointed a Goldman executive as treasurer, drain the what? All downhill from there. I voted third party, because I wanted to send a message with my vote. I had been thinking that my vote wouldn't matter, he didn't have a chance in hell, and even if he won he wouldn't be able to get anything done because the GOP would have a spine and stand up against things that went against their mission statement or made them look bad. Mud on my face there. I didn't vote, but my dad did. He said that all presidents need to have a straight mind, strong and bold. Then when riots happened, he learned that Donald Trump wasn't the strong, bold leader he thought of. He hid in his bunker not because people were gonna raid the White House, he was just scared. He couldn't give a damn about the people asking for change. Instead of actually reforming corrupt police, he just hid. Walled of the White House so no one could go near it. Edit, thanks for the gold, kind stranger. Hello. I'm English and don't have a vote in this, and believe me, we have enough problems of our own over here, but I pay a lot of attention to American politics. It's in the news a lot here at the moment just because of how batshit crazy Trump is. Anyway, I saw a headline the other day that said officials in China were secretly hoping Trump was going to get re-elected because he destabilizes the USA so much another 4 years of him will really help China become a more dominant superpower globally as he diminishes the state's power internationally. I just thought, Jesus, that is as big a damning indictment against the man as you could possibly get. He's everything that's wrong with the world today, emo. I'll cross my fingers for you all for the election. Good luck. I couldn't vote in 2016 because I didn't send a request for an absentee ballot soon enough, but I was going to vote for Trump because of his plans for the military. I was out processing from the army and wanted to make sure they would get what they'd need to win and survive in combat. But after seeing him handle COVID and claim he was not responsible for anything, that really pissed me the fuck off. In the army, I learned as a leader you are responsible for everything your element does or fails to do, from the team leader right up to the chief of staff. The President of the United States is responsible for everything that happens in this country, whether they like it or not. I am not voting for Trump this coming election. I'm not American, but my aunt and cousin both voted Trump because they were sick of shitty politicians running the scene. They thought that a businessman might be able to cut through the pigshit tsunami that is American politics. They are very disappointed in how anti-science Trump is and claim they will not vote for him again. Edit, spelling. I did not vote for him in 2016, I was a registered Republican up until his nomination, and then switched, but my dad did. My dad passed in August 2017, and in the months before his death, my dad and I had long talks about Trump. He said he had made a mistake voting for him. He realized that Trump was not the Christian he claimed to be, and that he was not a good man. I think if my dad were still alive today, it would be the first election where he did not vote Republican. Greater than what changed your mind? Long story short, I grew up. I work for the United States Post Office. It's a shit show with this newly appointed PMG. I'm concerned about my future employment, my livelihood. Wish us luck in 2020. I'll be voting for Biden after voting for Trump in 2016. Hit politicalization of a pandemic and poor response to it are the main reason for the change. I also strongly dislike the way he deals with Russia and the cronyism amongst his cabinet. I didn't agree with everything George Bush or Obama did it stood for, but I believe they were trying to improve the country in the best way they saw how. Trump seems to be only selfishly motivated and has made a mockery of our nation's highest elected office. I am not proud to live in this country as long as he is at its helm. I look forward to November 3rd. I didn't vote for him, but I realized the US really dunked up when he threw paper towels at a speech in Puerto Rico after it was devastated and no one had power and thousands were still missing. I will never forget that. He literally thought he was a hero for throwing out power towels. Edit. Thanks for awards. I moved out of my parents' house, experienced college, people from many backgrounds, and am in a career where I know what a good leader looks like, and he is most certainly not that. Edit. By experienced college I don't mean getting drunk in a frat house basement. I mean the first time living on my own, living/learning with smart people from diverse upbringings, becoming my own adult. 2016, he ain't Hillary. 2020, he ain't sane. I'm smart enough to not make the same mistake twice. I thought he was better than Hillary. That fuck politicians type of thing. I hate him. I truly hate him and what he has done to our country. Fuck this piece of shit. Edit. I hate edits, but for those of you threatening me and wishing terrible things on, watch his interview yesterday and tell me this is the hill you want all of us to die on? Come on. I couldn't vote in 2016, but I would have voted for Trump. I will be voting for Biden this year. Pulling out and leaving the Kurds to be massacred, never listening to military advisors, committing treason, grossly mishandling a global health crisis at the national level, tear-gassing his own people to take a picture with a Bible he definitely doesn't read. Some things are more important than lower taxes. He has failed all across the board. From education to foreign policy he has done absolutely nothing but cripple the systems that people rely on in this country. Friend with an immigrant wife did everything right 6 months in advance and yet her visa paperwork wasn't completed before it ran out. He lets our Kurdish allies die and is a horrible person. I regret voting for this despicable human and his corrupted administration that has made us a shithole country. Okay, as someone who didn't vote for Trump, this whole thread is giving me hope. I'm a big fan of personal growth. We all know more today than we did yesterday. I will be undoubtedly wrong about something I believe today, and once finding the truth we'll be okay with it. We need to make personal growth and being wrong okay. People are so afraid of saying I was wrong that they never truly grow. Not saying being Republican is wrong, just saying Trump is a weird moment in history and now we are all having to deal with it. I was 23. My decision was influenced by PPL around me and I refuse to let that happen again. My family and friends are still on the MAGA streetcar. His handling of the different situations these past 3 years has been utter ass. I'm truly sorry and I will not be voting for this pig this upcoming election.